All right, folks, the deck is Dragon Reno Priest. The goal of the deck is to draw and buff a whole bunch of dragons so that we can apply some pressure and then close out the game with Reno Lone Ranger and double Raza in the late game. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube. Alright, hopefully we get fewer bots today than we did yesterday. Otherwise, we might have to switch back to standard. Welcome, Jamie. Not looking like a good start for on the bot front.
Brought you here.
I see you've brought guests.
Welcome, Buzz. And Mech Rogue time. Yep. Mech Rogue with the standard portrait and standard card back has 11 out of 10 times been a bot of late, so I'm not going to mess around with that. Welcome, Yao. Josh, hello. Mirror match, maybe? That could be fun.
The light will guide me to truth. Your path has brought you here.
As tempting as those cards are, I think I need better early game because there's a lot of just like aggro Shadow Priest going around right now. Yeah.
I see you've brought guests.
So this Ziliax will be helpful. That could be good as well. I mean, it's good. We can just get a holy spell eventually. Oh god. This is concerning. Okay, that'll be okay. We have a coin for the Duskbreaker next turn. We really want to find a holy spell to clean up. Ideally, we'll just bump and play the Dusky Boy. There's also the potential if they go wide, we could just throw out the Ziliax. Oh, I guess our opponent died. Rip.
Time to act.
So, we're 0 for 2 on successfully playing games of Hearthstone today. Incredible. I mean, normally I would just concede here, but I have to try and win games so that I can get out of this bot MMR hell that I'm in right now.
Beware the shadow.
Time to act.
Former master.
I just want to play the video game against live humans. That is worst case scenario.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Because now they're back and I have to play this out even longer for no reason. And we get 0 content out of it. So we'll just chalk this up to another time loss.
On wings of destruction they come.
Hey, welcome here, Reno. Wild just may not be a possibility today, if this is how things are going to go. Wild may not be a possibility, full stop. Anymore. Like, this is how it was going yesterday, and this is just absolute hell.
Too much power.
Insignificant. The time will be Azeroth's potential.
Yeah, I don't... Depending on... My MMR is, like, a little bit better in Standard, so the experience is marginally better there. But, and there's just a higher population of players, so you're more likely to accidentally run into a real human there. But if you're playing with a low MMR in either format, it's just... You're not playing a two-person game.
I see you've brought. I see you've brought gifts.
Alright, we found a human. And a weird matchup, so I'm into it. Let's hold the dragon just for value. We might play the Zeph for wild growth next turn. Oh god. Not like this. Sure. What this means is that we can delete the Juggernaut with the Reno. This is like the one place where Reno deleting infinite value is actually a good thing.
Fly, pony.
Imagine drawing patches. Couldn't be me. Drew patches in a 40-card deck. I mean, it's a nice break from my opponents who draw Bran, Reno on curve in a 40-card deck instead, you know?
Armament upgrade complete.
I don't have a way to clear that, which is a huge problem right now.
Once upon a time.
But eventually we will, maybe?
Hi Roffle. Can you draw me like how you draw your Reno?
You mean not at all? Then, because yes, absolutely. That is how things appear to be going right now. And, how things have gone when I've tried to play Reno in the recent history.
Well met.
Boom.
Thank you, Ninlock. Appreciate the 1 month. You'll have to wait until, or 2 months, rather. You'll have to wait until the opponent actually shovels some bombs into our decks before the boom happens, so.
Well met.
Greetings.
Yeah, welcome, Saranta. Give her the 5 months. Now let's do this, and we can copy that. I think I just like the Azure Drake here. Let's draw first. Neat.
No wear and tear of any kind.
Your time is at an end.
Donk.
The dragons come. And we
I guess we're just losing the Love Everlasting here. Rip. The 9/9 wins every time. Told you. Why wouldn't you listen to me, chat? What's wrong with you?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Your time is at an end.
Our gift of frost shields us.
So this is, what, 28 damage? I was hoping for another Astalor there.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Frostbolt!
Boom. I think some Thorson value would be good. Just slam that Tharussi. Is it too early to start asking you what's in the Zilliax? Not if you're a member of Twitch chat now. In which case it's never too early. Okay, so we just play the second Marizanian here.
In this timeline, my power is truly infinite.
More draw. It's good so that we can get to the Reno more faster.
No wear and tear of any kind.
Wretched story. Loot! Ultimate potion!
Nine cards, so this is 10. Nice. Again, we do have 28 damage into an empty board. Got this as a board clear. Like, we're applying a decent amount of pressure. I still haven't drawn the Reno yet, is the lone issue here.
The pirate's code. Trust the
Which could present some problems if or rather win. They get the Juggernaut down.
Let's see what side of the bed you woke up on.
Meddlesome insects.
Okay. That will deal with the 7/7 Rokara at least. And we probably just have a lethal setup here between the Attendant and the Astalor.
Fly, Polly.
After you kill Hall, Hanger!
Wretched story. Loot! Ultimate potion!
Someone's gotta lead the charge. Too much power!
Action. Act. Perfection. Insignificant.
Beware the shadow.
Our gift of fire and power.
GG. Oh god, that animation. Just what we needed is Astalor to be more toxic. Oh, feels good to play against a real player at least. Humans do exist on the Hearthstone wild ladder, it turns out.
Well met.
Taranda!
Scuba Steve, thank you for the prime. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Another bot.
You're back. Your path has brought you here.
I'm just gonna go next. This portrait, this card back,
You win.
has just perpetually been bought into mech rogue for me recently, so I'm not gonna bother. There it is again.
Versus Valera. You win.
Welcome, Theo.
Taranda versus Lazul.
I foresaw this encounter. Your path.
As much as I'd like for this to be the mirror or something similar, I think we probably keep as though it's aggro, and this is just a reasonable anti-aggro hand. So you're playing more single-player content? I wish I weren't. Okay, please don't be the aggro deck. I think it probably is, though.
I see you've brought guests.
Zarimi's nuts, got him. I feel like that gives me the most flexibility. You're running the 8-mana Reno hero card. Nah. It's just not very good.
If you dishonor me, you dishonor yourself.
Okay, we go Duskbreaker. The turn 1 pass kind of threw me off. I probably should have taken the fly off the shelves in hindsight, but... Ow. Die.
Come, pray with me.
Nice order. Just unbelievably solid order. If we can get to the behemoth, it'll probably close out the game. Extra 10 health is kind of a big deal.
Power!
Stoke me, I dare you!
Okay. I wouldn't call that a smart use of resources. Tempo King.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Cool. Got a couple options for next turn.
Stoke me, I dare you!
Okay. I mean, Bran probably is the priority target there. Let's just take the patches off the board to make sure we clear the big minion. How many Dargons have I played? One. Practically halfway there. We can draw more off of this, including low-cost ones. But we also don't really need to.
Only power!
Once upon a time.
Synergy. All right, your turn.
Come, pray with me.
I feel icky.
Gotta find out what's in the box, right? Oh my god, it's so broken. Sorry, that was BM and unnecessary. But the opponent was capable of leaving at any point, right? Wasn't like I was holding them hostage. That was rude. They're playing they're playing aggro priest. And not even the version with new cards. And there's like, it's honestly probably 50-50 for me now whether that was a bot or not. The one question mark was that like the Tespa card back is harder to get, and that kind of indicates it's a human.
Has brought you here.
Full mole. Yeah, they do have a different deck, so we don't know it's a bot for sure this time.
Wanna hear my blade?
It is a bot though.
It is finished.
They're evolving. They've changed their card back.
Tyrande versus Malfurion.
My beloved Tyrande.
My dear Malfurion.
I haven't played new Raza at all yet, right? So let's continue that trend because he's not a good keep. I don't think he's even good in the deck. I think people saw Raza and went, "Oh, Pog, he's gonna be so good," and then didn't read the card text.
I see you've brought guests.
Because he replaces the Shadow Reaper Anduin. He doesn't replace old Raza. And like Shadow Reaper Anduin has already kind of faded out just as like an endgame win condition because you have the Attendant plus Astalar combo as a more efficient like endgame strategy.
I cannot do that.
Let's take a Seance here. Reno Shadow Priest is very good. I mean, what low cost spells do you have in that deck though? Like, right? Like you need you need to hit the Raza, you need to hit the low cost cards, and have like you need to hit both Razas and the low cost cards is really what it comes down to. That's not necessarily a reliable thing to have happen in a format as fast as Wild.
The dragons come, and we are many.
do be ramping. There's no real great target for that to attack into, is there? Yeah. That's probably the play that I would lean towards too, but I wouldn't feel super great about it. What if I had die so far? Just that?
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
We're just playing dragons so that when we hit the Zarimi, it's active. As well as spells, so that when we... so that we can maybe keep the Love Everlasting rolling. I'm not super high on Love Everlasting in this deck. I don't think we have a high enough density of spells, but... It was largely added because it's a holy spell for the sake of Lightmaw Needle Drake. You also have the potential to Queen an Amon Thul next turn. Which, while we won't get much value off of the Love Everlasting, at least we'll keep it rolling, and we'll get Amon Thul down, so it's got to count for something.
Time waits for no one.
Nobody run from me!
You're welcome, Greedy. I want to try and get a dragon off of this if at all possible. None of these are dragons. Welcome, Janae. That's a bummer.
Hey Roffle, I noticed some inconsistencies in your card game theory. You say more cards makes your draw worse, but I've seen you start with 52 cards a lot lately. 40 seems reasonable in comparison.
That's a fair point. Valid criticism. Thank you, Justice Grader. Thank you for the bits. Look, I'm no coward here. I could get 2 copies of Reno, or I could have fun. You can turn your hand into dragons? Exactly. Then I can buff them with the... Or then I could get the Zuri... Either way, it's the fun thing to do, so I'm going to do it.
Time waits for no one.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
You even get the Giga Chad double roll here. Let's actually draw a card first.
On wings of destruction they come.
We could re-roll it again.
These. Oh, I'm just borrowing them.
Shoop. Yeah, what is this? Friendly demon. Next holy spell. Okay, let's bop here. We can go here.
Ready for wrangling.
Never seen this card before in my life.
Job's done.
Would have been really good to hit with that Benjamin though. Oh, we also have a Gaia. I think that's less important than seeing new card get played though.
All perish under my care.
Opponent pogging out of their mind right now.
I honestly don't get how you can enjoy Wild with obnoxious cards like Yogg, Renounced Darkness and Romoth. Meanwhile Standard is so fun bro, I literally just played 6 hours against nothing but the same Paladin or Warrior deck.
Sounds like a skill issue to me. Thank you, Janae.
Wow! It looks just like me! Fight until you can't no more!
Are all demons undead IRL? That's probably a question for a Catholic priest, not me. I don't have expertise in that matter.
As our husks break, your heart stands. Time waits for
Let's
no
see you
one.
discover your way out of this one.
We all exist in
Wait, let's...
harmony.
I was joking. Please don't actually do that. Stop. Look, we can get mad at the opponent for taking so long, but like in their defense, they have to read a novel every time they play a singular card, so... Roffle, when is your birthday again? Feels like it's close. Depends on who you ask. If you ask Chad, it's always close.
Tyrande versus Anhilda.
Eternity draws nearer. Your path has brought you here.
They can't die, aren't they undead? Today I learned immortal beings are actually just undead. Palm reading seems good here.
Job done.
Let the pain speak to me.
Would you consider elves in Lord of the Rings undead? Would you consider Norse and the Greek gods undead? Yeah, that's a lot of card draw. Okay, so I assume there's some kind of Odin combo. Overdraw them? That makes us win, right?
Anyone who has seen James Bond in the late 90s and early 2000s knows that Pierce Brosnan is probably undead. He just refuses to die.
And to age, until very recently. What's up with, like... Well, it's money is the answer, but celebrities that, like, don't age for about 20 to 25 years and then just suddenly it hits them. Again, the answer is probably just money. Hey, welcome, Blob. Yeah, we're gonna run into problems soon because whatever combo they've got cooking is going to just hit me. And hit me hard. Let's see if we can scope it out, though. Or maybe more armor so I can survive more longer. That could help me kill them more faster. Oof.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us.
Hand space is becoming a bit of an issue.
Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Owie.
Arcane bolt. arcane bolt.
Such a perfect specimen.
Frost bolt.
What are the chances I hit something 6 or more?
Frost bolt.
I'm not super confident in it. There are a lot of bad dragons in Wild.
Job's done.
I only hit something 6 and more.
Let me hear you make
Oh, we're dead.
noise!
We're not dead? Reno? Reno? Probably need either a taunt or the paladin full heal here.
And hope are worth fighting.
I got neither.
The dragons come.
It is finished. You win.
Odin remains a pretty fun card to play against, doesn't he?
Tyrande versus Tyrande.
You give me strength. Your path has brought you here.
Keep an Astral, that could be an important part of our win condition. I also should have kept the Zilliax. I need to keep remembering that it's probably just Shadow Priest. Hey, GG run. Oh. Oh, it is Shadow Priest, but not the one we were expecting. Incredible. I could just negate their turn. Like, if we remain at parity here, then I'm ahead because I have the minion on board.
Linked together in harmony.
The time has
Just
come.
go here, start working our way towards taking that off the board. You think there will eventually be enough start of game effects to skip turn 1? Unlikely. I feel like that was already something that maybe was an issue, but they corrected it. I don't really remember. I have a vague memory of that at some point. Kind of want that off the board. It's been pretty annoying here. I don't know if I wanted it off the board that badly, but I did take it off the board.
Freedom is fleeting. Your will is my whim. Surrender your will to command.
got plenty of mojo to go around. Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of the
Fine.
arcane enlightens us.
It's my Astalor, and I want it now.
Nothing I can do.
Sure.
Meddlesome insects.
It's a pretty good copy effect when the opponent has a board lead.
Share your thoughts with the class.
They play the Astalor here, I would imagine, and get one of their own, which is a bit of a bummer.
There's simply nothing I can do.
Is Kazakhstan ever a consideration? The last thing this deck needs is more greed. It seems like a weird choice given the fact that they saw my hand, right? They know I'm just going to clear this? At least the Astalor gave them lasting value. Oh my god, what a horrible image.
In this timeline, my power is truly infinite.
Rings of destruction they come.
Let's just pitch the coin. You don't want more greed, dang, I was gonna sell you some and get a whole pot of it over here? Well, what does pot of greed do, though?
This timeline, my power
Okay.
is truly infinite.
That's funny. 10 mana dragon. Oh, I'll just clear it with the Dragon Fire Potion, Copium.
In this timeline, my power is truly infinite.
I mean, I guess we're just overdrawing here.
Well, looking for a stand-up? Careful, it's against me.
My hand is full.
Not a meaningful burn.
Job
just need this to stick. But that's a big ask. Uh-oh.
What do I do with all these cards?
Well met.
Jeffrentian, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate that. Okay, how do I get cards out of hand? Without necessarily giving up the Zarimi. Feels like I don't.
What is Elun's will?
So I have to just give up the Zarimi here?
Our gift of frost shields us.
I can't. I've made a huge mistake.
The dragons come, and we are many.
And I played right into their potential Zarimi now. They don't... There's no way they've played enough dragons, so I could just die to the hero power, actually. Potion plus Astoy. That's a terrible play. Please stop.
I ain't talking.
At least the most threatening 2 minions on the board.
Specimen.
Okay, they missed 1 hero power already, 2 hero powers already.
I ain't talking.
I've gotten really lucky off of these dirty rats. I mean, that's quite frankly all there is to it.
Fast here.
I think we just go Murazond into Zarimi next turn.
In this timeline, my power is truly infinite.
That's not ideal.
Need help? Let's give you some extra time. I cannot. Take your time.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Okay, they don't have the spooky hero power anymore, at least. Unfortunately, we just kind of had to use the Zarimi for tempo, because I botched the previous turn so badly.
Fast here.
Okay, it kind of feels like there's nearly no world where they didn't have lethal last turn, right? Because they would regain so much of that mana back. It kind of just felt like they gave up the capacity for infinity damage. Well, okay. I have to clear that.
Our gift of frost shields us.
They just rolled this, like, twice out of 3 turns. Like, the maximum number of times they could hit it in 3 turns. Maybe it wasn't quite lethal, but it was still like what, 10 cards times 4. Yeah, it was 40 damage. Plus the 2, it was 42 damage, wasn't it? And they continue missing hero powers. Maybe there's like a combo that they're working towards that they're just like tunneled in on.
Looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me. Job's done.
Oh, hey, we got the hero power now. I just need to get my Raza. The resealed. Maybe they're trying the Lady Prestor thing. Yeah, I mean, I did generate one off of Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, but like the option that they had was just already better, wasn't it? Oh my god, how do they keep getting this? Not first. I need to clear that minion.
Potential. A world cleansed of evil. Secret agent coming. Job's done. What do I do with all these cards?
It's a really lucky burn for them. Hysteria? They just cannot stop missing hero powers. They can't. They also just can't stop rolling the good hero power either. Is the real frustrating thing here. I don't actually want to hero power this turn, so I'm going to miss a hero power so that I don't overdraw myself again.
In this timeline, my power is truly infinite.
I guess I can actually hero power now. Feels like trolling at this point. I mean,
Job's done.
I sure hope so. If they steal my Kazakhstan, I'm gonna be pretty upset here. Like, if they just win this game, I'm gonna be pretty upset here, given how it's been played. They stole Reno.
I ain't talking.
Life and hope of your fighting.
Like, I'd be disappointed about them stealing Reno if they used their hero power to damage me. You know? I have 1, 2, 3.
It's so crazy, it just might work.
I know they have the Reno, but like make them allocate the mana to it here. And we can potentially just get a Zephrys lethal over the top anyway.
We're gonna be rich.
Should be GG, right? Especially with that.
Too much power.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Just get double Savage Roar.
Is my suggestion.
Flame strike. Never give up. Run away.
That game is not selling me on the new Raza. But to be fair, some of that was user error.